And it began one day when I stopped to watch the children.
Should we alert
They
someone?
were building a city.
On
rock and roll! Why are you watching us?
Jack was painting the streets.
With the blood of his enemies.
Kathy was making the post office. Susan was starting on a gas station. Bob was building houses.
Out of inferior
They were having
materials.
such a wonderful time. But then I noticed another boy, Johnny, just standing there, all alone. He looked so unhappy that I couldn't help wondering what was the matter.
Maybe don't wear your pajamas in public.
Hello, Johnny.
Yeah, what do you want?
I just wondered why you aren't playing with the other children.
What's it to you, Mac?
Who wants to play with them?
I didn't really think Johnny meant that.
I think he
So I
meant it.
decided to ask the others. Hello, boys and girls.
Hi.
Excuse me for interrupting, but why isn't Johnny playing with you?
His radical alt-right views are off-putting.
Well, Johnny's rude and selfish. He doesn't think of others. He won't take turns. And he always seems to be mad at somebody.
Yeah, take it from
Always
him.
driving
That kid
the boss
literally
us
built
around.
the streets.
Maybe he doesn't mean to be selfish, but he is. He just doesn't know that you have to be nice to get along with others.
Maybe this could have
Can't
been
you
helping
children
Donald,
help him get
remember?
along?
We tried, but it didn't work.
Why? What happened?
He just
Wait. Let's remember it's more courteous to take turns.
You first, Drew Carey.
We did let him play with us, but you should have seen what happened. Whenever we tried to talk about what we were going to do, Johnny kept interrupting. Wouldn't give any of us a chance to say anything. He thought all our ideas were corny. He wouldn't let anybody else use the blue paint. Said he was the only one who could have a blue house.
The blue paint was toxic. He was
He
saving
was
them.
just rabbit. He wouldn't take turns or share. And when we told him we didn't like it, he was very rude. So we just decided that if we were going to have any fun, he couldn't play with us. Gee whiz, what a creep.
Gee whiz, you kiss your mother with
that's
that
too
mouth,
bad.
kid?
Isn't there any way we can help Johnny learn to be considerate?
We haven't tried violence yet.
He'll never learn.
Maybe not, if nobody will be nice to Johnny and really try to help him.
But how?
Hey,
But
teach him the
how can we do it?
We
streets.
could call him over and really try again. Okay? Johnny,
Yeah.
can you please come over here a minute?
Look, man, I'm going through some heavy stuff at home.
Okay.
Jesus, a walk of shame for Johnny.
Hello, John. Hi.
We were just having a little talk, and we'd like it if you could tell us what you think.
What about?
We were talking about consideration for others and being nice to people.
Concepts murdered by internet trolls.
You know what that means?
Sure, things like taking turns and sharing, not being bossy, and interrupting all the time, and saying nice things like please and thank you.
That's right. You do know what consideration for others means, don't you?
Sure, who doesn't? Sure, who doesn't? You don't, that's who.
Hold on, Susan. You're giving a good example of how not to be nice to others.
You'll be punished later.
He makes me so mad. He knows all the nice things to do. Why doesn't he do them?
Maybe he forgets, just like you just did.
I can't wipe
What do
away
you
my
say,
feelings,
Johnny?
old man.
How can I be nice to them? They won't even play with me.
Do you have any idea of why they don't play with you?
I don't know. Guess they just don't want to.
Maybe there are other reasons.
What, for instance?
The smell.
Here, let me draw you a picture. Do you know what I'm drawing?
Oh, God, here comes the shaft.
No,
Oh, God.
I have something else in mind. Now, what is it?
A face.
What kind of face?
A poorly drawn
Kind
face.
Yes, a happy face.
Oh, he's trying to draw Ziggy.
Now, what's this?
An unhappy face.
Right.
That was a pretty easy
Now
cognitive
let's give them
test.
names. Let's call this one Smiley. And this one Sulky.
The short should have been named Smile. You'll look prettier.
Now, if Smiley and Sulky both came over to your house and wanted to play with you, which one would you rather play with?
Which one has better toys?
This one.
Why?
Because he's happier. He'd be more fun to play with.
It's so fun to judge a book by its
Yes,
cover.
I agree. Now, look over here, Johnny.
This is your pod person. He'll be replacing
Would
you.
you say you look more like Smiley or Sulky?
Is clinical depression an option?
Would you want to play with you, the you that we see in the mirror?
Take a good look in the mirror, Johnny. Aren't you as disgusted with yourself as I am?
If you want other children to like to play with you, you'll have to be a Smiley, not a Sulky. That doesn't have to be so hard. In fact, if we change Sulky's selfish face to a happy, considerate of others face, he becomes a Smiley too.
Force the happiness. That'll fix your
All
problems.
right, let's see you try it. I mean, change your unhappy face into a happy face, like Smiley's. Smile, Johnny.
Smile or face my disembodied wrath.
Come on. Try. There, that's better. If you can keep that happy face and remember to be considerate to others, I'll bet the other children will like to have you play with them.
Now that you've eaten your emotions, I can accept you as a human being.
Now, go learn the streets.
Thank you.
I wish I could say this is the end of it, but things never seem to work out that easily.
This is some dark
Nobody
pit of
can just
despair in hell, right,
all of a
Cullen?
sudden
That's the
start
twist,
being
right?
Nice to others. It takes a while. You have to try real hard and get lots of practice, or it's easy to forget to be nice. And I'm afraid that Johnny hasn't been trying long enough to go very far without a slip-up. Uh-oh, here it comes.
It's strange. It's like there's no easy answers for emotional stability.
You know, Johnny's just a straight shooter. Tells it like it is. People just can't handle it.
We're gonna do it.
Here comes the knife!
Ah!
Over here, in my house up here.
And the meth lab where my daddy works here.
Hey, what's the matter?
The smell.
You're no fun to play with when you want to do all the talking. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot. That's just the trouble, you're always forgetting. Gee, I want to be nice, but how can I remember? I'm trying, then all of a sudden I get excited and forget.
That's a real tough problem.
Good luck.
How can we remember to always be considerate of others? Does anyone know?
It won't work unless you want to be nice. Really, really want to. But I do really want to. Then you'll have to keep trying. Trying extra hard. Maybe you're not trying hard enough. The more you try and be nice, the easier it gets. Oops, excuse me, my shoe's untied.
Hey, one lesson per
How did you
video.
learn to tie your shoes, Johnny?
Threats and intimidation.
Well, I just wanted to, so my mom showed me how, and I kept on practicing and trying, and pretty soon I could just do it.
Stop trying to force in the shoe tying agenda.
Sure. Learning to be considerate of others is like learning to tie your shoes. You've been shown how. Now it's up to you to practice and keep trying to be nice.
Ha! What a
Pretty soon
story.
it should be as easy as tying your shoes.
Except
But what
not
if
at
I
all.
keep forgetting? I know what to help Johnny remember. It's like we do at our house.
A second
It's right around
flashback
the
from
dinner
back when
table.
adults
We don't
existed.
want to call you children down in front of company or friends, but how can we remind you when we think you are forgetting to be considerate of others? Is there any way we can let you know you are being selfish without talking about it in front of others?
Waterboarding.
Maybe we could work out some signal that we all know means stop. You're not being nice.
How about the finger?
I know, how about this? Hey, that's a good signal. It shows us that we should be thinking about being nice.
Yeah, it clearly doesn't make us
That's
look
good.
insane.
Shall we all agree that any time one of us is starting to be selfish or rude or inconsiderate, and one of us goes,
Adoy?
that's to remind us to be courteous?
And it works. Just so everyone takes it the right way and doesn't get mad.
Sounds like a good idea, Kathy. Shall we all try to help Johnny remember by giving him the signal when he forgets?
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny?
Yeah, I got a signal for you.
Well then, so.
Things are going to get really interesting when they use this method for helping Johnny remember to use the restroom.
Johnny,
Jeez. Now he's getting yelled at when he hasn't
Well,
even
it
done
should work.
anything.
if Johnny really wants it to and tries hard enough.
Earn this pain.
When Johnny starts to forget and the others signal to help him remember, he has to be a good sport about it.
And who doesn't love being constantly corrected?
But most of all, Johnny has to make himself remember, so his friends won't have to remind him all the time. then he'll start really being considerate of others.
Just conform already,
And
Johnny.
if Johnny keeps trying hard, it won't be long before he'll be nice all the time. Then it will be easy, and Johnny will know that he's like Smiley, and other children will like to play with him. How about you? Do you ever forget to be considerate and act like a sulky? Or do you always try to be a Smiley?
Oh, the barbiturates are kicking in.
Part of films will tell you what emotions you're allowed to have.